Good morning, spiritual family. This is Pastor George. Today I'm going to give you a reading from John chapter 15, verses 10 through 15. This is the night before Jesus was betrayed, and the next day he was crucified. He gave his life for us. And Jesus talked to his disciples many things that night. But one of the things he talked to them was friendship, which may sound surprising because we think of friendship between human beings, as far as that goes. But he's talking about the friendship of God with us. So, starting in verse 10. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may remain in you, and that your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. So as we go along, Jesus is not only talking about friendship, but love. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. And they, not only his disciples, but all of us, he would call later on. He wants to be his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. Now God's friendship is conditional. It's for him to offer it. It's not something we can claim. We don't have any right to it. But he can offer it to us. But his friendship is conditional on us obeying him. He wants us to love him. He wants us to obey him willingly, not unwillingly. To obey him because we love him. And to have a friendship with him and a fellowship with him because we love him, we want his way of life, and we're willing to obey him. No longer do I call you servants, for a servant does not know what his master is doing. But I've called you friends, for all things that I've heard from my Father I have made known to you. So this is quite different from human friendship. We think in terms of friends should be somewhat similar. Maybe from similar backgrounds, or they have a similar job, or they come from a similar social group. Well, you can't get any different in friendship than the friendship of a man or a woman to God. I mean, how different is God from us? So very, very different. But he wants that. He loves us. He wants us to love him. He wants that friendship with him. Friends do things for each other in the sense they might meet each other's needs. That's different as well. God can do things for us. We're not independent. We have needs. But God doesn't have any needs. There's nothing we can do for him that if we didn't do it wouldn't get done. God is all complete. But this is an example of his love for us. He loves us so much that he's willing to be on our level. How far down it is from God's level, I can't imagine. But I know he loves us so much that he's willing to interact with us on our own limited level so that we can be his friends.